Go!
Yeah! It's time to play now!
Sounds so sweet.
Well, excuse me.
Back some more.
Oh, that's too easy. Oh, that was
All
pretty.
day, baby.
Oh, flash, baby. Oh, what? Don't give me those. Oh, that stroke is pretty. That was going in. Hey, and he goes in. Oh, that looked good.
Yes. Easy work.
Yeah! It's time to play now! Turn it up! Turn it up! We almost beat it!
Today's weather. Rain, and guess what? More rain.
You're like money in the bank.
And one! We've been ready. We're waiting your team.
Oh, come on. You got it. You got it. Come on, man.
And there were a few sharp-looking guys getting off the Pelicans team bus earlier on. Their only thought now is coming away with a win on the road. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And giving us the rundown from the sideline, David Aldridge. Now, the opening lineup for the New Orleans Pelicans. Ingram at the 3 with Williamson playing the 4. Herbert Jones is out there with Che. And it's Valanciunas in at the center position. And for the Hornets, the wingman, Rozier. Miller. Williams is out there with Bridges, and it's Smith in at the point guard. Here we are, Greg, getting into the thick of this NBA season. How big of a challenge now is the travel?
Oh, it's a huge one. The reality is all those flights take a toll, so you got to be smart with your sleep schedule and recovery.
Tip-off goes to Charlotte. Rozier against Jones. Rozier kicks to Smith. Williams passes to Smith. Charlotte moving the ball around. And here is Williams. Shot clock at 5. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. Miller, no up. Now here's Che, covered by Smith. McCoy passes to Williamson. Now Valanciunas. Ingram outside. Takes a 3. Good on the triple. Ingram's got the game going here with the first basket for New Orleans.
Since being traded in 2019, Brandon Ingram has really increased his three-point attempts. His percentages have gone up too.
Smith surveying the D. Williams finds Rozier. Out to Smith. Back to Rozier. There's the lob to Bridges. The shot off that time.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Pass to Ingram. Valanciunas with a screen on Williams. Back to Valanciunas. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Outstanding decision-making by Ingram there, working it to the open man. Really good possession.
A slow start for Charlotte in this one. It's a 5-point game. On the wing, Rozier. Defended by Jones. Rozier the pass to Williams. The kick out to Rozier. Charlotte again missing. New Orleans has come out of the gates quickly. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
And, you know, the guys on the bench have great confidence in themselves. And when their name was called, they were ready to compete and contribute. You know, that's a quick 0 for 4 now. At what point do you call a timeout and reset?
Williamson is screen on Smith. Here's McCoy. And that one's on target from the wing. And we have to mention, Greg, the utter dominance MP has shown recently, right? A huge scoring night for him on insane efficiency. The numbers, you can't even believe what you're reading.
You just don't see stat lines like the one that MP had very often. Kevin, it looked like he had a cheat code on the way. He was making everything from the floor.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Gordon Hayward.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Now, here's Rozier. His last outing, we saw him 4 in 22. Bangs home the trifecta.
Took a little time, but they get one to go. Maybe they're warmed up now.
Since returning to Charlotte in 2004, Clark, wins have been hard to come by for the Hornets.
Yeah, they haven't been able to make it out of the first round. But things finally seem to be trending up. They've got a lot of young talent on their roster, and if that talent grows, better days are ahead.
And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Charlotte Hornets. They trail by 7. And the foul called on Shea. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Now, here is Miller. Last game we saw him score 13. Williams, a screen on Ingram. Clock at 4.
Yeah, really like the defensive focus and intensity at the start.
Exactly. Nothing easy. They're making them work just to get into their offense. Very disruptive so far.
And stolen by Miller. By himself, and it's Miller with the jam.
And talk about making an impact play. Miller showing what a difference he can make all over the court.
Pelicans leading by 5. And here is Ingram. 6 points for him. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Charlotte has gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. And it's Smith penetrating. Count it.
Rozier showing you nice feel for recognizing that one of his guys was wide open and got him the ball.
Jones against Rozier. From 17 feet out. And Ingram the bucket on the assist by Jones. Ingram's got 11.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
Certainly looks that way to me, partner. I mean, his energy level is ramped up. I think he's been terrific right from the opening tip.
Last game for the Charlotte Hornets. It was a loss to the Heat. Here's McCoy. And he drops in the layup off the glass. McCoy's got his second basket of the night.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, they're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could turn into a blowout very quickly.
Now, here is Smith. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Valanciunas has got 6 rebounds now in the game. And the dunk by Williamson.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Charlotte calls timeout.
Let's keep it up.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. Taking a look at the Hornets. Here is Miller. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20 points a game right now. Smith outside. Bridges outside. Oh, good with the triple. Here are the Pelicans with the ball. They're on a 19-7 run. Shea with it, working on Smith. Williamson kicks to Valanciunas. Miller against Ingram. 5 to shoot. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
Well, that's a rare miss for him inside. He may have just rushed it a bit. Maybe lost concentration, too.
Smith the pass to Bridges. Miller outside. From deep. The rebound by Brandon Ingram.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Williamson. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
The kick out to Williams. Charlotte moving it around. Smith finds Bridges. There's the 3. Smith, no luck.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
Now, here is Smith. Misses the layup.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over-anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Here's McCoy. His scoring average of about 32.5 points a game tells you all you need to know about how dangerous a player he can be.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Here's Rozier after the made shot from Jonas Valanciunas. Again, the miss by Smith.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
To the inside. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans.
And as far as free throw shooting, not a strong suit for this group. Top 20 in the league, and doesn't seem like they've improved very much.
And they show a lot of discipline on the court as their turnover ranking shows. They're not about to give away possessions. They don't get loose with the ball. Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Washington's checked in for Miller. Hayward comes in for Rozier. And Bouknight comes in for Smith. New Orleans also making some changes. Nancy's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Trey Murphy comes in for Zion Williamson. And McCollum subbed in for Jones. Now here's Che. Against Washington, he was really on his game. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Martin's checked in for Charlotte.
Basket ball. Coming onto the floor.
Hornets trail by 18.
Hornets. Number 11. Martin.
Pass to Hayward. To end the drought. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
He does not lack for confidence. He shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
And the call on the shot, it sends him to the line.
And when you think of McCollum, the word efficient comes to mind. This guy just shoots the ball and plays the game at a high level.
Clark, I'm not sure there's been another era in the NBA with so many fantastic passers at every position.
Yeah, you know, I think it's a function of what we saw going back into the 80s with Bird and Magic and how they shared the ball and were such great passers. And you had another group of outstanding playmakers at the point guard spot and on the wings. So now, centers at this particular stage in the game's evolution are playmakers, excellent passers, and are players that teams can run their offense through. So I think it's just been kind of a natural evolution because of the skill level of all players when it comes to passing.
Here is Nance. After Gordon Hayward's bucket, fires for 3. Bridges with the board. Hornets trail by 16. Passes to Williams. Back to Bridges. There's the triple. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Here's McCollum. 20 points for him last game against Washington. And it's good, 2 points.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
Hayward dishes to Bridges from the arc. And Hayward gets it to go on the assist from Bridges. Hayward's got 7.
Really one of the reasons why Hayward's been a max player. I mean, he can stretch the floor because he knocks down threes.
A nice shot by McCoy. 6 points for Che.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Now here's Hayward. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Heat in Miami.
You know, he's got to be exasperated right now, fellas. I mean, playing excellent ball, but they're still losing.
Shea with it. Defended by Hayward. Here's McCoy. And Shea throws it down.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
And if it doesn't, this is only going to get uglier. I mean, that's no way to defend a player of his caliber.
.51 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Ingram a screen on Hayward. Shea kicks to Ingram. Back to Shea. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Nance, no good.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Now here is Martin. Still without a basket. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That is... And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. So for New Orleans right now, underneath in the post, it's Williamson and Valanciunas. Shea is out there with C.J. McCollum.
And even when McCollum is inside and well covered, he's a threat. This is a guy that is always in attack mode.
Now here is Miller. There's a good screen. He dishes it to Smith. Rozier looking around. Down low. Just 5 on the clock.
How about the footwork that time from Rozier? Did a nice job freeing himself from the defense and making the pass.
With Rozier, coaches and teammates speak Clark to how dependable he is. Night in and night out.
Well, Kevin, he's rock solid. A very consistent performer. You can basically book 20 points, 4 boards, 4 assists nightly in every game with him. And there's a lot to be said for that kind of consistency.
Here's the pass to Richards. Shot from 12. Valanciunas grabs the board. New Orleans leading by 16. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Shea in the last game against the Wizards put on a show. He dropped in 38 points, and his active hands were on display again with a lot of steals. The numbers he put up were really impressive, and he's somebody everybody loves watching. Guys, back to you.
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
Now, Williamson. After Terry Rozier's three-pointer that didn't go. That one's off. He's made 5 and missed 3 now. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. It's an 18-point game. And going against New Orleans, their first meeting of the year.
Yeah, this is a great rivalry, guys. I mean, even though they're in opposite conferences, you look back and these teams have a lot of history.
They really do. I mean, whenever they play each other, it means a little bit extra. These are two franchises, as you said, that certainly have had their fair share of tangles in the past.
Now here's Williamson. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. 13 feet away. Nice jump shot. Good. Williamson's got 8 points here in this quarter.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Rozier. And no good. Trying to use the glass. New Orleans leading by 20. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. Here now the league's highest scoring teams the past 10 games. What a stretch it has been for these guys. Pelicans, number 1.
Yeah, what an impressive run for this club. Everybody seems to be in a rhythm in terms of scoring, and they are putting up some big numbers.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hornets. Williams, he's checked in for Nick Richards. Bridges comes in for Washington. And Gordon Haywards is subbed in for Rozier. Now here's Hayward. 14 points for him. Miller sets a screen for Hayward. And the Hornets miss again.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those two in the first quarter.
Shea outside. Kicks it to Williamson.
Right here.
Smith against Ingram. Valanciunas with a screen on Smith. Here's Ingram. Gets the 14-footer to fall. Ingram's got 13.
Brandon Ingram, very confident in his mid-range, Jay. He knows he can shoot from just about anywhere and get his shot whenever he wants to.
Now, here's Bridges. Nothing on the board. To the paint. Hayward against Jones. Bridges sets the screen for Hayward. Miller outside. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot three.
Personal foul.
It goes on Brandon Ingram. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Pelicans.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
Taking what the defense gives them, guys. I mean, the mid-range shot is available, and they're knocking it down from there. I love it.
McCollum's checked in for Williamson. Hey, Special K, in your playing days, you were such a strong defender. Who was the toughest player you had to guard?
Hey, I appreciate the love, partner, but strong defender attached to my name back in the day would not mix well, if we're talking truth. But I will tell you, the hardest guy I had to deal with was Bernard King. He gave me fits. He was relentless in his pursuit. Of the pumpkin, they ran a bunch of stuff for him when he was playing for the Knicks, and that dude could put it in the basket.
Here is Miller after the made shot from Jonas Valanciunas.
And nice mechanics from Miller there. Ready to fire as that pass was coming.
Valanciunas with a screen on Smith. Driving in, and Shea throws it down.
It puts the D. In a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bridges.
Well, he just didn't make the catch, didn't look the ball into his hands. He must have thought the ball was going somewhere else.
Larry Nance is checked in for New Orleans. New Orleans leading by 20. Shea with it. He's got 10. 9 feet out. Again, the Pelicans score.
Making it look so easy right now. Once Ingram catches fire like this, he finds ways to stay hot.
Got a piece of it. And stolen by Shea. Goes up. And Shea throws it down hard.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Ugh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there.
Boy, I'd love to get a replay on that one. Let's keep it handy so we can see it again.
Williams can't hit.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Now here's Jones. Still yet to score. Just 5 to shoot. Here's McCoy. Connects from three-point range. And so here's Charlotte. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end.
Bridges, no one around him. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. 1:39 left to play here in the half. McCoy passes to Valanciunas. Jones from outside. And another three for New Orleans.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
And the Hornets call time here.
Let's keep it up.
Charlotte making a switch here. Rozier's checked in. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You take a look at the Pelicans. We've got 1:23 left in the second quarter. Smith with it. Shay's there. Offline from the high post.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
And the basket by Rozier.
No hesitation at all on the catch and shoot. Rozier knows his time is tight, and he lets it fly.
Here's McCoy. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
46 seconds left now here in the second. Tipped away. And here we go. Che heading to the hoop. Good work defensively by Smith.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Miller, the pass to Rozier. He kicks it to Bridges. Miller outside. Misses the three. And here's Valanciunas. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. That'll be the third game of this three-game road trip. Here's Ingram. Yep, that one goes. Now that's 17 points for Brandon Ingram.
You know, it's never easy trying to contain Ingram, especially when he's fighting off defenses like this.
And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans with a 34-point advantage heading into the break. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And we'll be back with you shortly.
69.
Welcome, everybody. And as we start to work our way through the season, a sneak peek at the Rookie of the Year race. And you look at the league, Shaq, you've said today's players are pudding pops, which, by the way, are delicious. Any other dessert-related put-downs?
Great question, Ernie. Cupcakes, always good.
Soft serve.
2 on the nose, Kenny. Work on it. I'll come back to you. And as we shift focus back to our game, things couldn't have gone much worse for the Charlotte Hornets.
If you can't get stops, you can't get wins. I'm not seeing the fight, the fire. Time to get angry. Otherwise, we can call it now.
Some tough love from Dr. O'Neill. Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. While you look at Shea in this game, he has been everywhere.
And what a welcome surprise that first half. Went above and beyond his usual scoring output.
Well, you know what? They've given him an increased role tonight, and he's taken full advantage of it.
The wingmen, Rozier and Miller. Bridges out there with Williams, and it's Smith in at the guard position. And that's the group for Steve Clifford as we begin the second half. Now here's Williamson. Clock at 6. Rebound by Williams. Jones against Rozier. Williams has a screen for Miller. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and it's out of bounds to the Pelicans.
And Rozier came into the league running the point, has transitioned to the two-guard. He can play either.
Yeah, Greg, he's old school in that way because he can play both. I mean, we've seen his shooting numbers and scoring averages increase, but if he was asked to, he could go right back to facilitating full time.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you very much. The Hornets want to play with tempo. Coach Steve Clifford said offense starts with playing to the strengths of your best players. LaMelo Ball is a great talent with a passion for the game and a flair for playing in the open court. We want to take advantage of that. Kevin?
Yeah, makes sense. David, thanks. Valanciunas. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist.
Assisted by
Ingram's got 4 assists now tonight.
No holding Valanciunas back there. He gets physical and gets through the contact.
And it's Rozier missing. The Pelicans have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Jones looking for an opening. Pass to Williamson. Now Valanciunas. Pass to Ingram. Launches from deep. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far.
Now, here's Bridges. Hasn't made one yet. Here's Miller. Feeds to Williams. Good D by Williamson. New Orleans has gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Valanciunas with a screen on Smith. Here's McCoy. It's good. That takes him to 77% shooting this game. 10 for 13.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
Back to Smith. Bridges kicks to Smith. And it's Miller in the corner from downtown. And it's Williamson with the rebound. Williamson's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Inside. And there's Valanciunas on the assist from Williamson. Valanciunas has got 12 in the game. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's McCoy. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Bridges got his 4th rebound in this one. They could use a bucket. Smith. Some solid defense from McCoy.
Clearly out of rhythm now, guys. I mean, just 1 for 5 to begin the second half.
And Shea throws it down.
And every year, Williamson seems to take another leap as a distributor. Great pass on that one.
Passes it to Rozier. To the middle. Here's Williams. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Jonas Valanciunas. The Hornets have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
That free throw, no good. And he can't make the second free throw either, missing both. And here's New Orleans now. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. Shea outside. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Smith with it. Now guarded by Jay. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Down low. Here's Williamson, and the dunk by Williamson.
Goodness, I mean, we feel those Zion dunks shake the floor.
Charlotte's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Now here is Smith, covered by Jay, and the pass to Miller. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. 11 points from Brandon Miller.
And from beyond the arc, he puts a stop to that 12-0 run by the Pelicans.
Jay kicks to Williamson. Williamson off a pick from McCoy. Williamson dishes to Jay. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Pelicans.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
And, you know, the more they penetrated, the more they realized the defense wasn't able to stop them, so they just kept doing it.
Inside, here's Williams. That shot, no good. Nice feed from Valanciunas. And here we go. Fast break with Jay. And slam dunk by Ingram.
Ingram clearly on the attack there, not allowing the defense to do anything with that dunk.
And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking coming up for the Charlotte Hornets. On Saturday, they'll be playing against James Harden and the Philadelphia 76ers. Then on Monday, they'll tip off a road trip in Toronto where they'll take on the Raptors.
And when you look at that Pacers matchup, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes can be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
Hornets have gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. Pass to Rozier. Pass to Williams. To halt the run. That's good. And it's Rozier with the assist. Rozier's got 4 assists now tonight. Williamson against Bridges. Williamson looking it over. Again, the Pelicans score.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
Now, here's Rozier. He has 6. Bridges kicks to Smith, pulls up on the wing, and Charlotte again with the bucket.
Well, I tell you, Bridges doing a nice job there, and his teammates appreciate when he looks to get them involved.
McCoy passes to Williamson. Ingram against Miller. Ingram outside. And there's Williamson on the assist from Ingram. And that's 20 points for Zion Williamson.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
You know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
Jones against Rozier. Ingram drawing the double team. Jones, no one around him. His 3-pointers off the mark. And so Miller will bring it up for Charlotte. Passes it to Rozier. This one for 3. Pelicans pull it in. Valanciunas has got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. Jay dishes to Valanciunas. Now here's Che. He's tightly guarded. Out to Ingram. Ingram drawing the double team. Valanciunas passes to McCoy. And that one's good. Ingram.
You know, one of the things Ingram did is make his shooting stroke a little more compact, and that's allowed him to be much more consistent as a marksman.
Now here is Smith. 6 points for him. Count it. Smith's got 8 points.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Now the pass to Valanciunas. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
And it's not everybody who needs hops to finish at the rim. Valanciunas just needs to be an arm's length of the bucket to throw it down.
Now here is Miller. He's got 11. Out to Bridges for the 3. The rebound by Brandon Ingram.
Tough to hit that shot when the D is all over you like that.
Buries the long-range jumper.
He drilled one from deep in the first half, doing it again here in the second.
Pass to Miller. From deep. Valanciunas grabs the board. Valanciunas has got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. Hey, Greg, what do you like about Brandon Miller's game?
You know, Kevin, for me, his combination of length and skill is something every team is looking for. The key in his development will be adding strength and enhancing his ability to attack off the bound.
Charlotte has gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Miller kicks to Rozier. Now Williams. He gives a bit of a scoring lift to the team, averaging 8 points a game. And the Hornets miss again.
And with him missing literally everything he's put up today, you can see why the score is what it is.
Shea with it. Bridges covering. Rozier against Williamson. Lays it up and banks it in. Williamson's got 10 points here in the second half.
And he's capable of being so dominant offensively. Zion just trampling the defense.
Rozier against Jones. He gets that one. Rozier's got 10 points.
And the defense no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
Valanciunas with a screen on Smith. Shea kicks to Valanciunas. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Now here is Smith. He's got 8. Rozier for 3. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got 4 assists in the game. Pass to Valanciunas. Ingram deciding where to go with it. To the paint, here's McCoy, and he makes good on the layup. McCoy's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. To the inside, Rozier, and he uses the glass on the layup. He's got 15.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
Passes it to Ingram. Over Miller. Again, the Pelicans score.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
Yeah, you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans, able to put on a show for the ages. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. Back to the action in just a minute. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got...
Checked in for Nick Richards. Chase checked in for the Pelicans. For Charlotte, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. So for New Orleans right now, they've got Shea. Daniels out there with Trey Murphy. Then there's Larry Nance. And it's McCollum in at the shooting guard position. Pelicans shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively. Out to Nance. Down low. And McCollum the bucket on the assist by Nance.
Nice touch there from McCollum. Looking comfortable and confident from that range.
Now here's Rozier. Covered by Che. Rozier the pass to Washington. Charlotte again missing. The Pelicans have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. From 8, and it's New Orleans scoring again.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
The kick out to Rozier. And here comes the break. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Nance sets a screen for McCollum. Looking for Nance, and he gets it there. And then Nance slams it in.
Nance is special. How easy is it for him to make the spectacular look routine?
Rozier kicks to Martin. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Now here's McCollum. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. McCollum's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Pushing it up, all alone, throws down the breakaway jam.
Oh, you got to feel for a guy getting dunked on like that. I mean, he's got no shot to stop that unless maybe he can pick up another foot somewhere.
He swipes the ball away again. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end.
Charlotte's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. 3-pointer, Martin. And it's Daniels with the rebound.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
In the corner, it's Che. Out to Nance. Back to Che. Dishes to Nance. 6 on the shot clock. Daniels passes to McCollum. And another 3 for New Orleans.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And there's the pass to Rozier. And so the ball is out of bounds. Rozier touched it last. And some changes here for the Hornets. Miles Bridges, he's checked in for Washington. Miller comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Smith subbed in for Cody Martin. For New Orleans, they've gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the fourth quarter. Really getting it done. Che outside. Back to Daniels. 4 on the shot clock. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. It's the 3-point bomb.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Rozier kicks to Smith. Trying to end the drought. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Rozier's got his 7th assist in the game.
Encouraging signs for him after starting the game poorly. He's picked it up here in the second half.
McCollum against Rozier. Shea outside. Launches it. The Hornets pull it in. Williams has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Smith finds Rozier. Lets the 3 fly. They get it back. Out to Smith. Fires the 3. Williams inside. Covered by Nance. Pass to Smith. Now here's Williams. Back to Smith. Lets it go with a 3. Knocked loose.
You know, his scoring efficiency has been low, and it's not helping them on the scoreboard.
Shea with it, working on Smith. Shea dishes to Nance. And here's McCollum for 3. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the 4th period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little 3 happy down the stretch sometimes. Letting it fly.
Oof, rough shooting night tonight, but you can't fault him for the effort.
Got that bucket in no time at all. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for Charlotte. Rozier up top. And the foul called on Shea. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Pelicans making a change here. Zeller's checked in.
Checking in for the Pelicans, number 44, Cody Zeller.
Bridges for 3. Pelicans with the rebound.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage jump there.
Back to Shea. With the drive. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And Charlotte called for the foul.
Oh, the officials are all over that.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without foul.
Going to the line, shooting 2.
Free throw, good. Shea. And both free throws good for Shea.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime. Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
Williams a screen on McCollum. Rozier for 3. Bridges finds Rozier. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it hung on the rim but wouldn't fall for him.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
Nance a screen on Smith. Here's McCoy with nobody on him. He buries the jumper. McCoy's got 4 points this quarter.
So good at getting to his spots and then cashing in, making the game look easy.
Pass to Bridges. They need this. Zeller grabs the board. New Orleans has gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the 4th. McCollum outside. And here's Shea. McCollum looking it over. Zeller, a screen on Rozier. Shot by Zeller, no good. And for the Hornets, they're shooting at a 32% clip from the field. They're just not executing. Pass to Miller. Launches a 3. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Loves hitting those threes, especially off movement. It makes Miller so tough to defend.
Nance passes to McCollum. Nance sets a screen for McCollum. Back to Nance. Here's the 3. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. The Pelicans shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively. Shea outside. That 3 off the mark. 1:25 left in the fourth quarter.
And right from the get-go, they stood out as the better team. Their hunger to dominate and play for each other was outstanding for New Orleans.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. I think the next game will be hotly contested.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Jay.
And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
Miller with the double team. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Pelican substitution, number 8, Nazi.
There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The pass to Smith. Ball's knocked loose, and it's out of bounds. The Hornets able to retain possession here.
Charlotte ball.
Miller, the pass to Rozier. Here is Miller. The 3 ball missed. So we see New Orleans taking the W here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance. All the way around.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation.
Nice team win. Let's keep it going.